Did you know that you can go to Antarctica as a tourist? We did, and it blew our minds.
In this video, we'll show you what it's really like to go on an expedition to Antarctica, how we got our last minute deal, and all the wildlife we saw on the way there. Let's dive in.
We're Luca and Julia, and this is our adventure. In our tiny home on wheels Papero, we're overlanding the Americas from Ushuaia all the way to Alaska. But this time, we're going even further. In this episode, we trade 4 wheels for a ship and set sail to the 7th continent, Antarctica. It is the journey of a lifetime. Subscribe if you haven't already and come along for the adventure. Welcome to Ushuaia, the southernmost city in the world. Most expeditions to the Antarctic Peninsula start here. This is also where you can find the best deals. We're in Ushuaia and we're gonna go do something very special.
Buy our ticket to Antarctica!
Yes!
There are a ton of agencies in Ushuaia that work with expedition operators. After visiting many and asking for prices, we picked Freestyle Adventure Travel as they were recommended by other overlanders. With them, we were able to secure a so-called peer price, a last-minute deal on an expedition departing a week later at a fraction of the full price.
Yes!
It's the day. Ship arrived this morning.
That's our ship! It's small, it's nice. Our agency, Freestyle, is offering us the possibility to park the Papero in their premises, and now why not? We'll miss the Papero! Yes, very much. Cannot come to Antarctica with us, which is sad. But excited.
I'm Shane. I'm your expedition leader down to Antarctica and back. You excited about getting to Antarctica?
Yep.
All
Yes!
right, come on aboard, everybody.
And here we are. This is our cabin. This is amazing. Oh, wow.
Quark provided us with 2 awesome parkas to wear in Antarctica for us to keep after the expedition. We love them.
Yeah, this is very nice. There's a reason it's called an expedition and not a cruise. Getting to Antarctica from Ushuaia implies crossing the infamous Drake Passage, the gnarliest body of water on this planet, where waves 5 to 6 meters high are the norm, and they can be as high as 15 meters. We were relatively lucky and got an average passage, but still it wasn't a walk in the park, and many passengers got seasick. During the 2 days it took us to cross, we explored the ship and attended many interesting lectures by the Quark Expedition team on Antarctica, its history, its geology, and especially its wildlife.
It's snowing, not sure if you can see it, but it's snowing on the open sea.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And of course this is something that happens, but we've never seen this before. It's something, a couple hours we should reach the southern Shetland Islands.
Excited and happy about this first snow. This is awesome. Soon, we started seeing our first icebergs. What an emotion.
Just came back to our cabin. I think we'll have to get used to this view. Just a little iceberg floating outside of our window.
Yeah, this is so crazy.
That's crazy. Look at that. Wow.
Wow.
So fast.
We already saw so many penguins. And it smells funny now. It smells awful.
It smells awful. I think we'll have to get used to this. But icebergs and penguins weren't the only treat for the day. As we approached the islands, we sighted 3 blue whales. This was extremely special, and the whole crew got on deck because blue whales, long endangered by whaling and climate change, are very rare.
Wow, this is so huge. Oh my god.
The estimate is that only 2,000 specimens swim in the Antarctic Ocean, and we saw 3 of them. What a welcome to Antarctica!
Welcome to Antarctica. We are on land and surrounded by penguins.
Yeah, we landed on this island. There's a chin strap penguin colonies. They're super nice.
There's also some chicks that are gray and like they're fluffy. First time setting foot on the Antarctic soil. It's icy and slippery and it smells. Let's go see some seals too.
That afternoon, we went out on the Zodiac looking for seals.
Wow.
Among others, we found this beautiful, huge whale seal chilling on an iceberg and looking at us curiously when we approached it. Whale seals can measure up to 3.5 meters in length and weigh up to 600 kilograms. Their diet mainly consists of fish and they can eat 50 kilograms a day. Their cat-like face, as scientists would say, has a very high cuddle factor.
The next morning, we woke up at 6 a.m. to sail through the legendary Lemaire Channel. 11 kilometers long, less than 800 meters at its narrowest, this passage is surrounded by towering peaks up to 1,000 meters high. The channel can be full of icebergs and sea ice, which makes maneuvering challenging and is usually only accessible for a couple weeks in an entire year. With the early morning fog and fresh snow falling over its perfectly still waters, it was an incredibly surreal experience for us. Its spell held us for over 2 hours of unforgettable, magical sailing.
We are crossing this beautiful channel. There's icebergs left and right. We're doing a bit of a zigzag to avoid hitting the icebergs. And now we're slowing down even further because there's, 3, 4, 5 whales in the water in front of us, like playing. And there's no way across the icebergs. And we have to wait that the waves move over. It's snowing a bit.
Yeah, the snowflakes have an incredible shape.
They look fake. Later that morning, we did another landing at a very big gentoo penguin colony. We were lucky to see some Adelie penguins too, which due to climate change are moving further south and are becoming more rare at these latitudes. A lot of gentoo chicks were molting at the time. Molting is the process of changing from fluffy grey feathers to waterproof black ones, and it's very energy draining. As for the adults themselves, there was a lot of activity. Feeding the chicks, keeping away potential predators, and walking up and down the so-called penguin highways. Gentoos are the most adaptable of the 3 brush-tailed penguin species we saw and have thrived with the warmer temperatures of the past decades. They are also the fastest swimmers, up to a whopping 36 kilometers per hour.
This is a crab-eater seal. Crab-eater seals can be recognized for their longer, almost dog-like snout, as opposed to the cat-like one of the Weddell seal. They are the most common species of seal and have been able to thrive thanks to their diet, krill. Unlike the name suggests, crab-eater seals feed exclusively on the abundant Antarctic krill present in these very productive waters. We continued cruising through the breathtaking Iceberg Graveyard of Plano Bay, where the shallow waters have trapped these massive ice formations. We were on the lookout for the much more impressive Leopard Seal, an aggressive predator often feeding on penguins and sometimes on other seals. Though very rarely, leopard seals have been known to attack humans too.
Finally saw a leopard seal.
Yes, that was the one that we were missing.
She or he, we don't know, clearly showed us that it was her or his
Territory.
its territory.
Yeah.
So she came towards our zodiac, clearly trying to intimidate the zodiac.
Kind of scary.
Yeah.
We were safe on the Zodiac, obviously, but it came super close to us. It was
very impressive.
wow, unforgettable, really.
So crazy day.
Yeah, really.
Don't know how to express
We
these
can go home
feelings.
now.
Yeah, insane. Twice a day, for every Zodiac cruise and landing, we went down to the mudroom on deck 3. Here we put on our parka, our life jacket and our waterproof boots. We then proceeded to the gangway, got checked off the boat and disinfected our boots each time before being helped onto the Zodiac. We repeated the procedure in reverse order when coming back. Since Antarctica is such a fragile ecosystem, disinfection is key to make sure no harmful particles or organisms get in touch with this pristine environment.
Home to Chilean and Argentinian research stations, as well as a big gentoo penguin colony, Paradise Harbour gets its name from whalers of the 1920s, who would seek refuge in its calm waters and would get an easy catch. Today, whaling is strictly prohibited in Antarctica, but this place still deserves its name for its stunning, utter natural beauty.
We're on our Zodiac and we're about to set foot on the seventh continent, mainland. So very exciting. I can't wait. Made it to the top.
How's this? First time on mainland.
Yes, amazing.
As this was our last visit to a penguin colony, we took our time and enjoyed looking at their behavior as they walked on their highways, taking care not to disturb them. Some penguins were carrying pebbles for their nests, while many chicks ran after the parents to get food. The parents would prolong the chase on purpose before feeding them to educate the chicks. You should always avoid interacting with a penguin and keep a distance of minimum 5 meters from it, but here it was really difficult. They were so curious. And to close off this amazing landing, we even saw a young elephant seal, the biggest species on the planet.
A popular tradition on Antarctic expeditions, the polar plunge is exactly what the name says. You jump in the glacial waters of the Antarctic Ocean, which have a temperatures of about -1 degree Celsius. Really a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
have hot chocolate, and we have hot chocolate with some creme de menthe if you'd like to make it a bit boozy and alcoholic. So, how many for plain hot chocolate?
What a nice surprise. Oh my god.
So you got 5 of us.
Thank you.
Nice little touch.
Oh, yeah.
Another minty one.
Oh, look who won and sit in the front. Maria, what's going on?
That friend of
You
mine
let
was
her.
nice.
You let her.
Our last day in Antarctica also happened to be International Whale Day. As if on cue, the whales lived up to the occasion. The first year, yeah.
All right, we are on our last landing in Antarctica.
Mainland landing.
Mainland
On
landing.
the continent.
Yes, and we're hiking to a viewpoint, and I mean, I think in the video it will all look a bit the same, but we promise you it's not. It's so diverse, and every angle, every corner is so beautiful.
And we've been talking to other passengers and like comparing how we all prepare for this trip. Everybody says they were not ready, absolutely not ready for this. It's impossible to explain, impossible to show via video,
Yeah.
pictures.
So recommendation is to everybody watching this, just go. It is a bit expensive, but you can plan and you should go.
As no Juliana.
So here there's no wildlife. We're allowed to fool around. Frolic, do snow angels, throw. Throw snowballs. Oh, I will eat the Antarctic snow.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Antarctic flavor. It's great.
That's it for this episode. Next time, we get back to planet Earth as we know it, reunite with our home on wheels Papero, and get to experience the amazing Argentine hospitality. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to not miss an episode, and if you like this one, please let us know in the comments below. See you in 2 weeks.